Now, answering your questions about the law and legal issues. This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
And I'm Maureen Akers. Welcome. Welcome, Gary.
Good morning. Good to be here.
Yes, glad to have you. Today's question, Gary, do I really need to tell my own insurance company that I have had a wreck?
Yeah, this is another Google question and should be probably number one.
Yeah.
It's one I hear all the time. Well, why am I having to tell my own insurance company about the wreck? And there's several reasons you need to do it. Probably the first one, particularly in Georgia, is if you don't, you may lose your coverage. So if you don't tell them about having been involved in a wreck and they have to defend it later, they may say, well, you didn't follow the contract, which says you have to let us know as soon as practicable or as soon as possible about these kind of potential liability situations. So even if it isn't your fault and you don't think it's your fault, that doesn't mean somebody else doesn't disagree.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so you may get sued anyway, and they're going to get you a lawyer. You try a case, you see these lawyers come in from out of town. That's because the insurance company has hired them.
Right.
You know, that's what you're buying. You're buying a lawyer to defend you if you're sued, and they're supposed to step up to the plate for the amount of coverage that you have. But you let them know for several other reasons too. Some are just for your benefit because people don't know what coverage they have. I have done this a long time. I'll say, what coverage do you have? The best answer usually is full coverage, whatever that means. Well, I think that generally means I have collision coverage, you know, something that if my car is destroyed, I get it paid for. But you can also have medical payment coverage, which will pay your medical bills. People don't even know they have it. In some states, you have PIP, personal injury protection, which is a no-fault medical coverage that people don't know they have. And if you have a Georgia policy, you're not going to have that, but other states have that. You might have rental coverage that helps expedite the whole process early on. I mean, if you're hit by certain defendants, they take forever to get back to you. So having rental coverage and being able to move on with your life really helps. So, you know, there's reasons there that you want, and your your uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage, you've got to let them know about that. In Georgia, in writing immediately.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, you can't wait 6 months. Or you might have an insurance adjuster say, wait, you didn't tell us in time. I mean, these are critical things.
Yeah, they certainly are. Okay, so a lot of people just are really worried. If I decide I don't want to tell them, will my rates go up if I do tell them?
And I have heard that question for 35 years too. And the answer is it's not supposed to. If you're a bad driver, they may go up. If you're just using insurance that you paid a premium for, the Georgia law says no, you can't be penalized.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Gary. We'll see you on the next Legal Break.